is Matthew Heines. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I took the oath, and I'm here to defend my state.
Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Heines. I'm running for the 1st Congressional District seat in Washington State. That means I'm running for the United States House of Representatives. And for the next few minutes, I would like to explain to you why I'm not running as a Democrat. Now, beyond all the obvious reasons that I've never been a Democrat, I don't believe in the Democrat agenda and haven't since I was like in 2nd grade when I was going to vote for McGovern had I been able to. I do not go for the Democratic Party. However, I am a very open-minded person, and unlike a lot of people, including Democrats as well as Republicans, I have a lot of friends on both sides of the issues. So one of my very good friends is a gentleman named Nick Licata. Now, Nick Licata served 5 times as the head of the Seattle City Council, and so he's a very well-known person in Seattle and in Washington state politics, and he's very well known for his liberal views, and he has an blog or a newsletter that he sends out that I will give you a link to towards the end of this video. Now, I just wanted to I wanted to test the waters with the Democrats as to what my real deal would be, how it would be accepted. And what is my real deal? Well, in 2016, I ran as a Republican, yes, as a Republican, on my real deal. Now, in my previous video, which you should watch if you are interested, I have my reaction from the King County Republican Party chair who said, your thing would be offensive to Republicans and most likely to Democrats. Well, to test those waters, I sent a copy of my real deal. I have a little card with it on there, and I sent it to Nick Licata, former 5-time head of the Seattle City Council, and this is what Nick had to say. Oh, before I even do that, I'm going to very quickly read you my real deal. Now, if you're listening as a Democrat, I'd like you to comment. Is this stuff really that offensive? I mean, I could understand the Republicans, they don't want to give away free tuition, and I don't know why they'd be against education, but I don't know why they'd be against any of this stuff since it's all this stuff that we're talking about. But anyway, because it's not part of the Republican, what do they call that? The talking points? Well, they don't want to hear any of this, but it's going to be forced upon them one way or another through me. So here's the real deal. Number 1, forbid U.S. government borrowing. Probably not popular with Democrats. Number 2, free tuition at public universities. Probably popular with Democrats. Number 3, legalize marijuana. Use the profits to pay for the free tuition at public universities. Maybe not popular with Democrats because I want to use that money for a specific purpose and not for some general Democrat slush fund. Number 4, I want DACA amnesty in exchange for a complete immigration freeze until we figure out what we're going to do with 20 million illegal immigrants and growing every day. Number 5, smart labor cards for migrants attached to their employer's bank account. Number 6, mandatory sentences for hiring undocumented workers. Number 7, establish English as the U.S. official language so we don't have interpreters, for 15 interpreters in our classrooms. 8, break up tech monopolies and defund deep state surveillance programs. Number 9, restructure affirmative action and protected classes to reflect our modern demographics. Number 10, $20 million $20 not 20 million, $20 minimum wage at 400 plus employee corporations, 500 plus employee corporations. Number 11, restructure public schools and offer viable alternatives to parents. Number 12, establish the United States as the world's education nation. Now, I don't know, according to the Republicans, the Democrats would find some of this stuff offensive. So you can, if you find something offensive, I'd sure like you to leave a comment on it. But basically, I'm just saying all these problems we have, we can't keep pushing them away, and why they don't want to address the problems has nothing more to do than they're making a lot of money off the war on drugs and locking minorities up for possession of marijuana, and they are making it very difficult for any minorities to go to college, and by putting in these quotas, etc., they're just making it impossible for anybody to even want to go to college or to try or whatever. And basically they're turning it into what I grew up with as the Soviet Union. So with that little editorial, here is my answer from Nick Licata, former Seattle City Council head. Hi Matthew, I'm familiar with the main points of your platform from reading books like The MAGA Doctrine by Charlie Kirk. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if the MAGA Doctrine has anything to do with free education or legalizing weed so kids don't go into student loan debt. I don't know if it has anything to do with education, period, but anyway, I'll check it out sometime and see if that's true. To move on, I think you might want to read it. Although I'm not in agreement, as a Democrat, I'm not in agreement with it or most of your objectives, I do believe that you are throwing out ideas that do need to be discussed and debated, and they may lead to a better understanding of the problems our nation and society faces. Take care, Nick. Nick Licata served 5 terms on the Seattle City Council, named Progressive Municipal Official of the Year by the nation, and is founding board chair of Local Progress, a national network of 1,000 progressive municipal officials. Subscribe to Nick Licata's newsletter at Urban Politics, and I'll leave a link there. All right, so that's Nick Licata, and says that he thinks it's interesting and it's something that needs to be discussed, but really not for them either. So that is why I'm not running as a Democrat. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, if you're a Republican, you can only be for certain things. If you're a Democrat, you can only be for certain things. And that is how they divide and they've conquered this country. But the bottom line is education, it's a living wage, it's making life decent for the people of this country and not putting stress, racism, and hatred upon them every day in order to manipulate them to go out and buy crap. So I'm Matthew Heines. I'm running not as a Democrat, not as a Republican, but as an independent for the 1st Congressional U.S. House seat in Washington State. And there's why. If you want to leave any comments, please do so. If you want to support me, go to voteforheines.com and you can donate there. Okay then, thank you very much for your time.
My name is Matthew Heines. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I took the oath, and I'm here to defend my state